Hello and welcome to my shooting sports channel. Obviously the subject of this video will be the CZ75 Tactical Sports Orange, a tuned and reworked version of the CZ75 Tactical Sports. In this video I will go over the reasons I have for owning this gun, talk about the differences in features between the standard Tactical Sports concerning packaging, shooting experiences, accuracy, and some other stuff. If you want to skip certain parts, look down in the video description and skip to the unboxing or shooting part of this video. Now let's start with some figures. This gun weighs 1270 grams, has a 130mm barrel, magazine capacity is 20 rounds for this 9mm version and 17 rounds for the version in 40 cal. I wanted this gun because I shoot in standard division, and even though I know this division is dominated by STIs, SVIs and other 2011 platform pistols, I am a diehard CZ fan. The fact of buying this pistol not only landed me enough spare parts to last a lifetime and the opportunity to use my other TS as a backup gun for matches, but also the sheer pleasure of owning two CZ Tactical Sports pistols. Not that I will need it soon, because I haven't had any issues with my standard Tactical Sports yet. Now before we go into some details, let's take a few shots. You just saw my first IPSC training session with the TSO, and following now are a few shots testing its accuracy at 15 meters. You will notice a pretty tight group for a first range session, but I have to work on trigger control because I'm landing my shots on the left side of the bullseye. As you can see, I already made some changes to my first TS. Now the TS Orange comes with a pretty long list of improvements as compared to the standard Tactical Sports. For example, on the Orange the front and back strap have a new more aggressive checkering pattern for better grip. The shape of the original trigger guard has also been altered, and on the TSO it has become more rectangular, sharper, and a bit slimmer. The checkering of the front of the trigger guard, however, has remained the same. A thumb rest has been added. It is, however, not ambidextrous. The hammer on the Orange is the angular race version, which in combination with the factory tuned trigger ensures quick follow-up shots. The beaver tail on the TSO is slightly thinner and higher up, so that you will be able to get an even higher grip on the gun. On the front side of the frame, the original V-shaped cutouts on the TS are no longer present on the Orange version, making it a little front heavier and making it even more easy to keep on target during those fast follow-up shots. Other than that, the TSO has a hand-fitted and polished barrel that is said to be made out of a slightly different material, ensuring longer barrel life and even better accuracy. Will it fit the same race holster as the TS? The answer is yes, but depending on your holster, you might need to manually adjust. The trigger guard on the TSO is a bit slimmer, so you might need to fit the extra inserts depending on the holster you're using. Now before we continue the gun porn, let's do some more shooting. You might have noticed I was still shooting my old TS in the previous part. More shooting videos to come with the new one though. Anyway, I was used to running that pistol with a 1.5mm fiber optic front sight in combination with the slide racking standard rear sight, and the orange is fitted with a 1mm fiber optic and a fully adjustable rear sight, so I'm still getting used to that. I guess it's all just a matter of habits, but the setup on the orange seems to work better for the longer range targets, so I'll probably stick with them and avoid some mics. I like the looks on this pistol a lot, so I'll give you a closer look before we move on to the unboxing part of this review. Okay, so what happens when you first get it and open the box? That's right, lots of joy and the feeling you just got something that isn't exactly an everyday CZ pistol. As usual with CZ, you get a paper and digital manual, which is the exact same as the basic TS. You will find the pistol sitting in the same box as the infamous Checkmate, though instead of the Seymour sight you get a foam insert. Let's do a quick safety check, just to make sure, absolutely sure they didn't ship me a loaded pistol. Okay, clear. Hammer down. One of the first things you'll notice when you pick this one up is the aggressiveness of the checkring compared to the basic version, the higher undercut on the beaver tail, and of course the race hammer, and the 1mm fiber that sits lower, and also the fact they factory polished the barrel. I was thinking they might have reshaped the slide stop and safety, but it seems they didn't. In the first pictures they advertised the orange with an LPA rear sight, but in the meantime they're making their own. I do miss the fact I can't use my left hand finger anymore to rack the slide. Trigger pull is very crisp and light, and a nice clear reset. I can't feel any difference compared to the TS though. I should use a trigger gauge and check. Just above the magwell and just under the beaver tail, there are well-made cutouts that allow your hand to get an even higher and better grip on your pistol. That is a very significant improvement compared to the old frame, because the higher the grip the better, right? The TSO comes with 3 mags fitted with aluminum base plates. Very nice, because the tips on the plastic base plates on the basic TS mags will crack if you often drop them on a hard surface with a couple of rounds left inside. Other than that, cleaning rod and cleaning brush are present, nothing new here. Speed loader, nothing new there either. 2 extra mainsprings. 1 extra firing pin spring, as well as 2 extra recoil springs. They are not color marked, but you can find out for yourself what works best for the loads you shoot. In this little plastic bag here, you'll find the spare extractor, always nice to have some spare parts. And another thing that comes in the box is this set of 6 different buffers. And of course, last but not least, you get 2 extra slide stops. If you fit those, the slide will not lock back on an empty mag, but that is hopefully never the case when you shoot in IPSC, right? And you get a set of Allen wrenches. You probably have enough of those, but these come with the magwell and grip screws. If you don't already have hex keys in these sizes, just add them to your collection. So, oh, and I almost forgot, you get this little tube of special CZ orange salad dressing, probably some superior adhesion gun oil. So that's that for the unboxing part. Of course, takedown on the orange is like on most CZs. You just align the markings on slide and frame, push out your slide stop, you realign, pull out the slide stop, and the slide will come off. In doing so, you'll notice that the tolerances are very low and the fitting of the slide and frame is absolutely magnificent. A lot tighter than on my Shadow and even tighter than my other TS. And so to wrap things up, is it worth it? Is it so much better than the standard TS? Well, I think it's not the question you should ask yourself. It is a bit different, and if you have one TS, you're gonna like it so much you'll probably want a second one. Trust me on that. Of course, you can put so many aftermarket parts like a magwell and grips on a normal tech sports and go out for some tuning and do some polishing, drill some holes, get a thumb rest, add other sides and customize all you want, but in the end it will cost you more than just getting it from factory like this one. So in my honest opinion, worth every penny. As usual, thanks for watching.